Hello, welcome to another Monday morning coffee with Val. I'm still here in Manila, the Philippines, super excited to come again live because last week, unfortunately, the connection was not good and I couldn't bring my guest. I see my guest there. He's waving. Erron, I need you to actually not wave, but actually come ask for a request to come join. So see if you have the little three dots and you can request to come in. That'd be amazing if you can do that because I see that you're waving, but when I wave back to you, let's see what happens. Add as moderator. Let's see. I wonder if you can ask request to join because we have a very, very, very amazing topic today. Thank you. Let's see, Ruth, for being here. View request. There he is. Go live. Nephew is here all the way from Spain. I know Erron Ocampo is about to come join. I'm glad you're here because we have and that you would not want to miss. We did it. We did it,
Yes,
Erron. Oh
let's
my gosh,
go.
finally. We are both in the Philippines. Meet my friend Erron Ocampo and Shalini is here as well. My love, stay tuned because this is something that I know is going to interest you for sure. We are talking about rising above the rest, strategies for standing out in a competitive world. Now, Erron didn't choose this. He didn't even know what we were going to be talking about. I just met him. We're going to talk a little bit about our story, and I'm going to let yourself get introduced. You introduce yourself. Thank you, everyone who's coming in. We appreciate you. We know that Monday Morning Coffee with Val has been around for a while. Some of you watch it live, and some of you after it's uploaded and everything is in divine order. But listen up. If you have somebody in your life who thinks that there is competition, that is really struggling to stand out, to bring an X factor of whatever you're planning, go ahead and send them this link to come live. Because even though Erron and I have not spoken in detail what this is going to be about, I'm going to tell you, Erron, why I chose this topic for you. And before I say that, I do want you to actually just introduce yourself, who you are, where are you, what you do,
Mhm.
and then I'm going to create the momentum to ask the questions and tell everybody how we met and why we are doing this incredible live to inspire our audience that it is possible to stand out and stand out not in an egocentric I am better than you, but just to bring your X power, X factor, and X power to your audience from the passion and the uniqueness of what you are doing. So you're it.
All right. Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone that's watching live and those who are watching this later on. I'm Erron Ocampo. I take pictures. I'm a photographer. And I'm a wedding photographer, a lifestyle, travel, and fashion photographer. And I've been doing this for 21 years now. So I started really early. I was 18 when I entered the industry, and um, I'm really happy to say that I've been enjoying this. Usually, it doesn't feel like work for me. So after all these years, I still love what I do, and I'm still excited every time I have a shoot, whenever I meet people, when I travel, and every all the perks that come um, with my job. And imagine I'm a wedding photographer, right? So whenever I go to work, it's like I'm going to a celebration, right? So it imagine like going to a party every time you go to work. So yeah, so there, and I love bringing people when I take pictures, and of course the beautiful side of them. And yeah, there you go.
Lovely presentation, Erron. Well, you would ask yourself, oh my gosh, a wedding photographer. Uh-oh, the signal's a little iffy, but I hope you can hear me. Are you back? Is it me or you? Can you hear me
Okay,
okay? Are
there,
you back?
yeah,
Okay, okay, okay.
yeah.
All right, Stacy, thank you for joining us, everybody. Now, listen up. How can a wedding photographer have opportunity to stand out in a way that you do? And I hope you can hear me okay. I think there's a little glitch in the connection. I don't know. I feel it, but I hope I am being heard. I think the
Yeah.
energy is so elevated, Aaron, that this is what happens actually. Because I'm really pumped up to bring this knowledge and wisdom and truth to everyone. So, how many wedding photographers are there in this world? I've had a lot of photo shoots. I love the photo shoots that I've had. Don't get me wrong. I have actually a photographer that I love in Atlanta, and Natalie, and I've had this experience. But for me, where you came, I'm in in a time of my life that I wanted to showcase in photography the essence of my heart, my soul, what I have been through, what I'm where I am now, and where what I am bringing into the now of my future, all in photography. And I came with these wild ideas and just said, I choose you, Aaron, because I had a feeling that you had that X factor. And listen, if you are watching this now or later, you need to go look and follow his page, which it's linked to my. Actually, go ahead and put it in the comments, Aaron, please, so that people can follow. Because what he captivates is really the soul and the heart of the person and the momentum. But the question for me here, Aaron, there's so many photographers out there. At what point you saw that your photography was standing out to a point that, oh my God, he gets he gets to travel to Iceland. He's in Manila. He goes to Kenya. They give him everything to arrive to the destination because they want him as a photographer. In a world of so much competition, which is in the photography industry or so many industries, at what point did you knew that you had that X factor, that you were so in tune with your audience, with your camera, with the momentum, with the creation, the creativity part of you, that now you're like, the reason why we met is because we actually invited you to with Conscious Alchemy for our training, and you came, and then I met you. So we had to meet either way. But now I learned about your work and I called for you. So tell us what that moment that you were like, okay, I see that this is what I want to do, and it's one level up.
Yeah, so I mentioned earlier that I started really early, and it was during the time when it was still film photography, but it was starting to transition to digital photography. And I was young, I was daring, and I've always wanted to try something different. During that time, I think it was easier because most of the photographers were traditional photographers, meaning like you know what a wedding photography uh, is during back then and how it was. And then yeah, so I started doing something different. I knew I had something different to offer, and yeah, it's been my thing since then. So for me, for wedding especially, I it's my goal to do something different every time, every shoot. So I think that's one thing that lets me stand out, like from way back up to now. And I think it's also connecting to the subject, to the people that I'm taking photos of. It's most especially during weddings, you know, how the emotions are high, how the nerves are going. And I think I have this thing that I can make people comfortable or like calm when I take their pictures, and it's probably the connection that I'm making during the shoot. And yeah, so I get to bring the best in them, like whenever I'm taking pictures, and outside of weddings, I try to do that as well. So yeah, it's really my main one of the things I always say is weddings, all weddings are unique. and special, and they only happen once in a lifetime. So, of course, I take a lot of weddings, and some people say that, don't you get tired? Or like weddings are like usually the same thing. Uh, so yeah, I think um, that's to make every shoot special. I see every shoot as a once in a lifetime event.
Absolutely. I mean, I've seen your work and I mean, you are targeted more for wedding photographer, but in my case, obviously it has nothing to do with wedding and it was a very unique photo shoot and you said it yourself. Being creative and daring and doing things that are different. Also, I want to give strategies to our audience because people, maybe other photographers, I mean, we're using the example of photography because this is Aaron's job, but in any job or anything that you want to do, for me, coaches, oh my God, how many coaches are in the world? What is that X factor that takes you to stand out and to build strategies to be successful in such a competitive world? First of all, I want to add it to it that one of my mentors and friends in the nonprofit that I serve, Loani, Dr. Robbie Mortar, says, we don't compete, we complete. So I know you have a culture and a whole group of photographers, but yet you're supporting each other, and there's enough people in this world to connect with whomever. So when you're worried about that competitive world and you're like, oh my gosh, this photographer is better than me, and I should have thought of that pose, or this kind of energy lowers your vibration and the connectivity. But I know that you and I are fully focused on the now and the moment with our clients that allow us to be almost in a tunnel vision
That's
in a
right.
sphere, super
Yeah.
laser focused on what we're doing. Look, there's somebody there in the photography business joining. Maybe they know you, but the point of the story, it's not just to speak about, like I said, photography as such, but the essence of this live is to help you understand that your X factor to take your business to the next level. Whether for me, for example, a international public speaker, oh my God, there's so many speakers, but what your X factor is really what you bring into the plate and where's your mindset?
Yeah.
Because I want to ask you, Aaron, in your wildest dream when you started, did you think you were going to get all expenses paid to go to Iceland and Kenya and all these places that you have gone? Did you even think about that?
Not at all. I mean, most especially during that time. I mean, it wasn't a thing to travel to take photos yet during that time, unless you're a National Geographic photographer, which is like a dream for me. But it I wouldn't have had the wildest dream to like travel to take photos, but as a wedding photographer. But yeah, you were saying like I think one of the things also for me is like you need to improve every time. Like
Mm.
every shoot you have to be better than the last, and I think that's one of the mindset for me. I take inspirations from like other um, usually non-photography thing like films, movies, or um, back then the wedding wasn't like too fashion like or editorial like right now, and then I take inspiration from fashion photography and bring them to weddings. But so yeah, it's being inspired. It's pushing to be better every time. So I think that's the really the mindset and evolving. So that's my
You
mindset.
you hit it, getting better, evolving, studying new things that are in your industry because you sometimes when you have hit, you could be like, I'm comfortable, I have a company that I'm known and I'm just going to stay in my comfort zone. But the fact that we keep on going and taking trainings or workshops or being online or talking to people in our industry and even not in our industry, just to be in evolution, in movement, in creative state of mind. Even with me, I could be like comfortable. I have certain coaching clients, and this they book online. They're in my and just be there. But the X factor to take you up a notch to be a standing out of the box is I'm going to add to the things that you've mentioned, which is studying and evolving and being up to date in the traits and the mode and what is out there, right? Even if for you in terms of equipment, and for me in terms of all the different techniques that is happening, but also being out there to be able to know how the brain, for me as coach, the psychology, and talk to as many people as I can around the world, because experience also gives you the mastery. So you can take all the trainings that you want, but if the experience is not out there, because say you're fully booked, which I know you are, you could be comfortable in what you are doing, or me, but yet we take it up a notch to continue to show up, because not only for our clients. Now, I wanted to take it up a notch, and the next question is, how has it been for you in your own personal growth to be able to see, and actually in your family now, right? Because they're seeing your evolution, and you have now an important role in your company, how that escalating and standing out has what has it done to you, to your spirit, to Aaron as such? Now let's switch it from the client to you.
Yeah. So I think I've always had this I like I mentioned, like being better than the last time, or like but that's focused on photography. So I right now I'm trying to grow myself like in other aspects. Um I try to take classes, talk to people, really learn. Learning is everywhere. Like it's not just in school. There's tons of resources out there online. You look for mentors, you look for um, models that you can emulate or talk to, and yeah, it's really about growth. I mean, life is all about learning, right? So you never really stop learning.
Absolutely. Every day is an opportunity to do that and to take risks, because I understand that my photo shoot, there's nothing that you had done. I want to actually show my favorite picture in the whole wide world. Oh my God. Oh
Yeah,
my
that
God.
was
Now,
amazing.
now
You're
how
amazing that you were able to do that.
Well, I'm glad you witnessed, because here's the thing. I promise you, I had not done that before. I only tried it the night before because I really felt inspired by that position, but that's not something that I do. But you created that environment for me. And of course, where we were, uh, Mount Puro was just such a scene that elevated our spirit, and we were able to do something incredible. If you have not seen, I'm actually every day uploading another picture and really going in my soul and typing and sharing a message to go with it, because every position, every pose, we had music in the background. I asked Aaron to give me time to breathe and have my connection so that it's authentic, and I was living in the now, what we were projecting. So it's not this photo shoot was not posing just for the picture. It was like we were really integrating, we were feeling. In fact, your assistant, it was such an integrative photo shoot that didn't feel like a photo shoot. It was more a therapeutic expansion, because what I was feeling, I know you were feeling, and it's just so
Yeah.
beautiful. I had never done that. I did not know I could do that even in front of the camera, because you grow. I mean, I used to back. I wrote a whole book. I didn't have a voice. I was hurt. I was broken, and now to be able to stand strong in poses that I didn't even think my body could do,
Mm.
because of this synergy that we created was
Yeah, and
beautiful.
you held it for quite some time. I mean, that pose, you were saying, you were telling me like, okay, Aaron, it's gonna be like 1, 2, 3, click, and then I can't do it anymore. But you held it for a few seconds, and yeah, it was more than enough for us to get that picture.
I
Yeah.
love it. So what we want to convey here to everyone watching now or later, that regardless of whatever industry you are in, or perhaps maybe you are in that state of mind or that time of the year or momentum in your life where you're like doing something that you don't want to do, and you're thinking to start something new, that when you start something new, the first thing that must happen is that ask yourself your why behind it. What is your why behind it? What are you, if it's just about the numbers and you're adding that it's a good job that might bring the abundance to you, it's in the long run, it's not going to cut it. Anything you do, Aaron started by saying, I love this. I don't feel like it's my work. And I'm going to echo that myself. I don't feel that my work is work. Every time I stand on a stage, I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm flying. I'm in my element. My every uh, energy of my body is in complete openness to do this synergy and exchange with the audience. Find, find, and actually, you don't have to find it because it's not lost. I'm going to rephrase that. Tap back into your heart to rediscover what you were meant to do and be because that was given to you by source anyway. It's there. So it's just a matter of reconnecting with it and be okay if you change totally your trajectory, even if it's something that it's not with the line, like if you studied a certain career and all of a sudden you switch. We are people in evolution. So the key factor to success to stand out for sure is loving passionately what you are doing. You don't have to be the best at the beginning. At the beginning, I'm sure, Aaron, you were like, you were learning how
Yeah.
to do your thing, right? How was your evolvement?
Yeah. I was learning the ropes first of being a wedding photographer or as a wedding or as a photographer. So I was usually a backup photographer. So I get to learn what someone's supposed to do. You know what? During that time when I started, I was sort of antisocial. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I was really shy. And then imagine I'm shooting weddings. So one of my biggest fears was even to take a group picture because I had to talk to someone, right? And yeah, and then eventually, um, meeting people has been meeting lots of new people has been like a joy for me. Imagine from being a shy photographer to someone who enjoys meeting new people and talking to people, right? Um, so yeah, it was that during start, and then I really just try to explore the possibilities, the things that I can do differently. And what for me, it's really not about me, especially for weddings. It's really about the couple. Imagine after 25, 50 years, they're gonna look back at their photos
Mm.
and you know hopefully they remember me. But regardless, I hope they enjoy the photos that they will look back at. And not and remember the good feeling that they had during that day, how beautiful they were, how happy they were, um, and all the celebrations that happened that day. And some of those people probably in the photos won't be around anymore during that time, and I gives me goosebumps. But yeah, it's an honor for me to capture their image, you know.
That's why you have the X factor, Aaron. You have a heart of gold. You have a heart of gold. And yes, you give memories for life. And while mine for sure was not a wedding photo shoot, I'm going to tell you what, my photos, I will remember them until the end of time. It was, you tell it transported me to places that I didn't even know I could go with how you were so present and how you spoke to me and how gentle you were in finding the right spot for every shot. And that was so special. And I want to stay on this one thing that you said. So for you, you went from being a shy person to outgoing and learning a new trait, evolving from a limited belief, because how are you going to evolve in life if you're shy introvert, and a lot of times is what we keep on labeling ourselves, or you are echoing of what your family members had told you, oh, Erin is shy, and then how is that going to be of service? Then you become more shy and whatsoever. For me, Val, didn't have a voice. She was completely broken, wouldn't be talking much, and I that's why I wrote a whole book, A Journey Back into Your Heart, How to Live in Love with You, Your Life, and Your Path. And there's a whole chapter that says from a silent, broken little girl to an international keynote speaker. I went from not having a voice, for having a threat in my life, being unconscious 3.5 days, being revived, to now every time I see a microphone, I just want to steal it from people and have the opportunity to touch people's heart. So when you are there and you show up, it does. You don't have to be the perfect person and know it all. Take a chance and start now, wherever you are. And if it moves you, if it shakes you, if it gives you goosebumps, if you're thinking about it day in, day out, in your dreams, standing up, walking, meditating, praying, it's your thing. You don't need to ask anybody. You don't need to ask anybody. Tap into it. And if you just jumped in this live, go back and hear it at the beginning, because we gave some very strategic points of how to recognize where you are and the key components to be make it your X factor and stand out in this competitive world, and know that it's not even a competitive world. You make it a competitive world because you're looking at the next person, and a lot of low vibrational feelings of, oh, look, he's got this many followers. Oh, he's got or Val's all over the world, and I'm just this. There's nothing to compare to. We are here helping each other. If we can be of service to you, and I'm going to speak on behalf of Aaron, you can inbox us. Hey, I have a doubt. You inspired me with this. Look, this is what I'm doing. Can you help me with this? Can you? We are here for you because we also want to leave a legacy of inspiration and be of inspiration in the now, because we want you to thrive. We want you to believe in your life mission. And the universe is beautiful to have connected me with Aaron. I bless Conscious Alchemy Kit and Iñaki for introducing me to you. And I want to congratulate you, Aaron, because I am a fan of what you do, of your heart, of from what place you are working. And I am forever thankful for what you were able to do with putting my soul and my heart on paper. And I every night, I right now is night for us, and I when I get
Yeah.
off after I am in stillness of gratitude for this space, for praying that this live touches the lives of those who might be in a state of mind that we're feeling overwhelmed, that because our loved ones say, how can you be a coach? There's 3 million coaches. You can't make money out of that. Photography, oh my God, wow, it's the same. Everybody can do it.
Yeah.
This is a limited belief. You do what you want to do, just passionately showing up for yourself, keeping yourself in the now, and learning new traits, new modes of whatever you're choosing to do. Show up authentically and be so present that people will recognize you, not by what you say or what you do, by the simple energy and warmth they feel next to you. What would you say to wrap up, Aaron, to inspire those who might be stuck and feeling that, oh my gosh, this is so hard. Why did I even start this if there's so many people doing this? How could you end in an inspirational mode to elevate that energy of those that might be in doubt and in fear?
Yeah, I think this is not just for photographers, no? For anyone who might feel stuck or like they're not sure where they are right now. Um, just um look inside and know your purpose, know your why, um, what makes you happy, what you do best. And you know, I'm really blessed that I'm getting paid to do what I love to do, right? So hopefully we all find um, that space for you, for each one, to you know to blossom into whatever we want to be and what's gonna make us happy. So
I love
just go for it. Just go for it. Do whatever you want to do. Do whatever you love to do, and be inspired.
I love it. What a beautiful message. And you I'm going to add one more thing. You can do what you're best at, or you can become the best at what you want to do. Because some people don't take that jump because they feel like they're not good enough. But you have full capacity to become the best one at whatever you want. And we both are living proof of that. Because if there are so many people in both of our industries, in coaching and in photography, probably the two industries that are they have the most amount of people in the world doing the same thing, but yet we don't even let that get into our ears. We are doing our thing from the place of the heart, and this is where it all starts. So we are so thankful that you watched now or later. If this has been of service to you, I want you to actually just send that link as soon as I save it in my feed. Of course, I'm going to make Erron a collaborator so he can actually share as well. And I'm going to tell you that if you have a special event, I don't care where you are in the world, you fly this person in or come to Manila, because the photography that he has, it's forever. And this is how I'm keeping this photo shoot, that I feel like it's an evolution to something greater. I don't know what it is because I don't have a point of view, but I feel the energy of it, and I'm happy to bring you with me, Erron. And everywhere I share these masterpieces that you have done to me, and I want to just hold a space to everyone watching this now or later, that you are capable to bringing about all that you desire. The excuses need to stop. People say, "Oh, you can travel because your children are older, this and that, whatever." No, you can make everything happen. It's a decision, and when you visualize yourself in what you want to bring about in the now, the universe aligns with you to make this happen. Be daring, be daring, and just show up and tell us about your successful story. We want to see if this life has shook you in a way that has inspired you to do something different. Thank you, Erron, for this space. It's been a joy to have you. I hope I get to see you
Thank you for
again.
having me. Yes, so yeah, definitely we have to see each other again before you fly out. So yeah, let's set the date with Kit and Iñaki.
Yeah, absolutely. We will do that. And if you have any questions, even though when we get offline, please contact us. We are here for you. And I know that these words have been of inspiration to you. And thank you for allowing us to share our life and our mission with this much joy and passion, to remind you that every day that you are gifted with is an opportunity for you to be living your happiest, most beautiful, authentic self. So until next Monday for Monday Morning Coffee with Val, see you next Monday. Thank you, Erron.
Thank you, Val. See you.